Alright, hi everyone and welcome to the video. In this video, I would be explaining you how efficiently you can handle 100 plus CSV files as creating as an objects. So the whole idea or the goal is basically I have learned this over my work, right? While I was working with a lot of CSV files, I have developed this. So what we'll do is we'll convert all the pandas data frame into object and then we'll append this object. So basically, even if you have hundreds or thousands of CSV files, instead of reading and storing it in a local variable, we'll create objects. So we'll compress it. So let me just show you what I mean by that. Let me give you a very short example of this beautiful concept. A lot of people might not know this, but so here you can see this is a simple for loop, right? It will basically create a pandas data frame. Think of this as thousands of or hundreds of CSV that is coming in, right? So let me just run this and show you what happens. So basically it's gonna print both the pandas data frame, hopefully, right? And I want to show you this concept, which is really amazing, right? Okay, cool. Now these, imagine this pandas data frame or the CSV files are like of thousands of rows, right? Or millions of rows. Well, in that case, if you do this way, it's not a good way. If you want to process each of that file, you have to store it locally. You will iterate over it and do some kind of processing. But I have a better approach than this. I call this as like a compression model. So what we'll do is we'll compress or basically create all of these pandas data frame into an objects and then basically access all the objects. So let's say I'm going to create an object called as df. So okay, let me class df. It's gonna inherit from object. And I will show you a practical demo using a GCP in the next video, right? So class df object, right? I'm gonna say the constructor in it, right? All right, so I have an object, right? Now what I'll do is basically I want to convert this into an object, right? So guys, I will do is obj is equal to df, right? And what I could have done is basically right. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll pass the pandas data frame. Now this is converted into an object. Now look at this, right? Okay, I'm gonna create a stack data structure, right? Or yeah, for now let me just do. So I'm just showing you the best practices to you should follow while you want to process all of these files. So self data is equal to this. Okay, so guys, what I'm gonna do is basically I will actually append now objects to the stack, right? So what I mean by that is stack is equal to stack, right? Stack dot, oh sorry, my bad, stack dot data dot append, right? And now what I'll do is basically I'll append this object, right? So let me just correct the spelling mistake right here. That's a stack, right? So right now I'm gonna append this object that is obj, right, into the stack. Right now let me clear that off. So what I'll do is basically let me get this sorted. Self.data is equal to df. So I'm going passing df, right? Df, why is it giving me squiggly? Is it f capital? Yeah, that's why. So df, right? So that's it, done, guys. Now if I wanna get all the data frame, so let me print the stack now. So let me just run this and explain you what I did basically. So I compressed all the pandas data frame into an object and I'm appending that objects into a stack. So I can just keep popping from the stack and get the data frame. So for example, I can say pop. I don't know if you know this. So I'll use the pop method and then I want to access, since remember it's a data, so it's an object, right? So if I just do pop, it'll just pop one of the data frame, pandas data frame, right? Let me just show you what I mean by that. So oops, stack.pop object has no attribute pop. Oops, my bad. Yeah, I mean I did not create a custom method. So let me just access the first element of the stack, right? So I'm gonna access by using this. And remember, if you just do this, it's an object, right? So if you want to access let me show you. If you want to access that element, you will say dot data then, right? So let me also show you that. So type error stack object has no indexing support. Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Stack.data. Oh, my bad. What am I doing? Right. So now I could have used the index method on this, right? So now let me show you. So now it's gonna give me an object, right? Hopefully, because I was appending objects. So the first object, that is the zeroth object. So here you can see it returned a data frame object, right? So that's a data frame object, right? Now if I want to access that data frame object, right, so I would say dot data. The data is because of this one. I know it's a little hard to get it, but once you get the convention, it's just a piece of cake. Here you can see. Guys, isn't it amazing? You actually compressed all the pandas data frame as an object. You're appending that object into a stack data structure. You pop the elements one by one from the stack and you get the data frames. So, I mean, this is amazing. I mean, so it's pretty efficient. The memory is less, because if you want to, let's say, process thousands of CSV, what you will do is you will download all the CSV, you'll process it. Why do that, guys? Just create an object, compress the pandas data frame, create as an object. Once you compress it, append it to the stack, and then pop it from the stack. Amazing, right? So I hope you have enjoyed this concept, right? If you have got this concept clearly, it's really amazing, and the things that you can do with this, right? So I'm going to show you a practical application in the next video where I'll be doing this with all the data from the GCP buckets. And I'll show you how efficient it is, right? So thank you for watching. Hope you have enjoyed this Python tutorial. If so, do give a like and keep learning, keep smiling. See you guys in the next video.